Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TigerHouseOfKicks.com, and I'm doing this video not because I was actually told to do it. I just wanted to do it on my own volition. Basically, as you can see, this is my MacBook. 2-3 days ago, it wasn't doing this because I had the black screen of death. I don't know what happened. Now, I usually put my laptop in my backpack and I leave it on my couch, right? So my wife told me, don't do that. And now she claims that maybe the dog probably pushed my stuff and it fell on the ground. But the screen was totally blank. Now, it was dark, like totally dark. And my son, the last time the computer was being used, my 13-year-old son had it. And he goes, I didn't do nothing to it. Now, I believe him because, I believe him. I don't think he broke it. I think maybe the dog pushed it down and then he accidentally picked it up and trying to use it, and the screen was totally dark. So the first thing that happened was there were lines at the bottom and then lines on top. So I tried all the instructions online. I went on YouTube and found a bunch of information from people telling me, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta control alt and command, all these things that I tried, like all the troubleshooting. I did all that. It didn't work. And I was still working. I was still able to work on my computer. I was still able to do a little bit of work on it. And eventually, after 3 days, I was working in the middle of my work. It went totally dark. There was nothing to be seen on the screen. It was dark. So I turned it completely off, turned it back on again. It worked for like 15 seconds and it would go dark again. So by the way, this is an M1 MacBook Pro and it's 13 inches. So I didn't know what to do. I went and checked my warranty. So I used the serial number at the back. I plugged it in, and this was purchased in 2021. It was late, it was expired, so I was like, man, I don't know what to do. So I was looking online to see if I could find some alternatives. And my first location was I went to Best Buy, and I went to talk to the guys from Geek Squad, right? So I go to Geek Squad and I'm talking to the guy. Nice guy. He's telling me, yes, we can fix it first. Can I check to see if this is still under warranty? He checks and it's expired just like I knew it was. So he told me, well, for this is going to cost you about $800. He said $800 or $1,000. And I said, how long does this take to fix? He goes, man, if you drop it off today, I probably have to send it in to Apple and all these things. And it's probably going to take about anywhere between 25 for almost a month and some change to get this fixed. So I'm like sitting there panicking. I'm like, man, I don't have $1,000 to fix this computer. I'm not going to do that. He goes, well, you might as well just get another one. So that's what he told me. He goes, most people, when this happens, they buy another one. And I asked him, so what's the problem with the screen? So he told me that the lenses were broken. There was lights, they were broken. That's probably why. And it's better for me to just buy a new computer and then get the Apple Care so that in case this happens again, I won't have to pay that much money. I will just pay $99 or $200. That's what he told me, right? So basically, the encouragement was, you either have to pay $1,000 or get rid of it. And I asked him, okay, if I sell this, how much do you think I can get for it? He goes, nothing, probably like $200, and someone's gonna buy it and fix it. So everything that he was saying was pretty discouraging. Just I'm not trying to knock on Geek Squad. Maybe that's what they told him to say. So I was like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm not gonna spend $800 to fix this. So I went and looked up some places near me. Like I was looking for some information, like can I find someone in my region that can fix this computer? And I came across this store called Ubreakifix, and I gotta tell you, this was God sent. So I go to the place. At first, I drive. It's about like 5 miles from the no, not even 5 miles, a little less than 3 miles. So I drive to the place. And I walk in, and it's a nice, they have a location down in Frederick. It's on West Patrick Street, if you live in the Frederick area. So I go in there, man, dudes is super nice. I walk in, I tell them, okay, this is what happened to my computer, and I told him that I went to Geek Squad, and this is what they told me. He goes, okay, let me take a look at it. He looks at it, and he goes, and this is your screen is broke. He confirms it. He goes, probably your lights are broken. And it's probably going to cost you anywhere between $300 or $400. He goes, I'm not sure. I'm just giving you an estimation, but we will see. And I asked him, listen, I don't have that much money. Is there anything you can do about it? So he told me, well, I'll get back to you. Just leave the computer. So he took all the references, put them all down, wrote down my references, took my number, and it goes, I'll get back at you and let you know before I even follow through with the process. I have to look for the part and then eventually fix it. So to make a long story short, he calls me back and goes, hey, this can be done. It's probably going to cost you about $360, $370. And I go, well, I don't have that kind of money. Can you do something? And he goes, $350. And I say, listen, man, I can't even afford $350. Can you do $330? And he said, well, you know what? I don't think I can do that. And I told him, all right, that's fine. I'm just going to come back and pick up the computer. And at that point, I'm like, even $330, I'm pushing it because I don't have that much money at this point. So he goes, you know what I'll do for $330. So I was like, fine. And then, guess what happened? I got a 20% coupon in the mail. So to make a long story short, I ended up paying like $270 to get this fixed, right? This whole thing's fixed. My computer is working fine and dandy. And it came with a 1-year warranty. So if something happens to this screen again, I can go back there and they can fix it. And when I went to pick it up, I mean, this dude, they're professional, man. They have all the things that they did. They did all the checking. It came with this film. The screen was protected. It still had the protection on it. And then when I got home, my curiosity said, go on eBay to try to figure out how much this costs actually to get a new screen. So I went on eBay and looked it up. For M1, it was probably gonna cost me about $170 or even $200 to get a brand new screen. And I don't know how to fix it. This is like the assembly to fix it. I don't know how to do it. I'm not that computer savvy. I just know how to use this stuff. So I'm thinking $270, yes, $100 labor. That's decent, man. Like, these guys are honest. I highly recommend Ubreakifix. If you have any Ubreakifix in your location, please talk to them. They are super nice, down to earth, and I really appreciated everything that the guy did from the beginning to the end. He stayed on top of it. They kept sending me information when the thing was done. He told me it was going to be done on Tuesday. On Tuesday, it was done. They got the part. They got it fixed. They called me. They sent me an email. I mean, it was from the beginning to the end. I have not had this kind of great customer service in the longest time. This was, I would say, A+. So I highly recommend them. Again, they're not paying me to do this. I'm just so satisfied that I have to say it. See, that's the difference between great customer service and poor customer service. Great customer service is, even if they don't ask you to give feedback, you just go out of your way to do it because you are so satisfied with the product, with the work that they did. And that's what I'm doing this morning. Absolutely. Highly recommend them. Ubreakifix.com. Check them out. Great service, great job, and I'm happy because I got my MacBook back, and I'm going to be doing more work on it. I'm going to be more careful now where I put it. All right. Again, thanks for watching. This is time for Master Geeks, and I'll see you next time.